Have you ever stopped to wonder, why do so many older adults who seemed healthy just a few years ago quietly fade away before reaching 82? It's not always heart disease. It's not always cancer. It's not some dramatic accident or sudden illness. In fact, most people don't even notice the true cause because it creeps in slowly, quietly, and almost always goes overlooked. I'm not here to frighten you. I'm here to give you hope and to show you that your body is not giving up on you. In fact, you possess a hidden tool for longevity and vitality, one that most doctors and even seniors themselves ignore. Today, I want to invite you to question what you thought you knew about aging, to open your mind to the idea that the best years of your life don't have to be behind you, and that the choices you make, starting right now, can change your story. If you care about staying strong, independent, and mentally sharp, if you want every year to be filled with real joy, energy, and connection, then please stay with me. What I'm about to reveal may be the most important message you'll hear this year. My name is Dr. James. I've dedicated more than 30 years of my life to men's health, working with thousands of patients and searching for the patterns that separate those who just age from those who truly live. And over all these years, across endless charts and studies, one truth stands out. The key to a vibrant, long life after 60 isn't just about your numbers, your blood pressure, cholesterol, or even how often you exercise. It's something deeper, something profoundly human. You see, as people get older, there's a subtle, devastating shift that happens. It's not something we talk about in waiting rooms or over dinner. It's the slow loss of physical pleasure and intimacy, from your own body, from your own sense of touch, and even from the idea that you deserve pleasure and joy. Maybe you feel it too, a quiet shrinking of your world, a sense that life is getting smaller, colder, or somehow less connected, and it's not your fault. Society whispers that intimacy, touch, even self-pleasure are things for the young, that after a certain age, we should just close that chapter, out of shame, or because it's just not for us anymore. But here's the secret. When we give up on pleasure, when we stop nurturing that connection to our bodies, it's like turning out the lights in a beautiful home. Yes, you can survive, but you miss out on the warmth, the color, the vibrancy of living. This isn't about sexuality in the narrow sense. It's about being present in your own skin. It's about allowing yourself moments of comfort, affection, and yes, pleasure, whether with someone you love or in simple moments of self-kindness. What happens when this vital part of your life fades away? First, your body responds. Without regular physical stimulation, blood flow to vital organs decreases. Nerves and neural pathways tied to pleasure begin to weaken. Hormone levels, like testosterone and endorphins, begin to drop. You may start to feel tired, low on energy, or moody. Sleep gets worse. Even your immune system becomes more fragile. Studies show that older adults who stay connected to physical pleasure, whether through intimacy or self-pleasure, experience lower rates of depression and anxiety, better sleep quality, improved heart health and blood pressure, greater cognitive resilience, meaning a sharper mind as the years pass, and even increased life expectancy. But when that connection fades, life itself begins to lose its spark. It's not just about missing out. It's about quietly increasing your risk for illness, frailty, and decline. Let's look at the science for a moment. Neuroscientists have discovered that physical pleasure activates multiple regions in the brain, not just those related to touch, but areas linked to memory, emotional balance, creativity, and even motivation. When you engage in pleasurable touch or self-pleasure, blood flow surges to the brain and heart, endorphins and oxytocin are released, reducing stress and supporting immune health. Testosterone production rises, even slightly, helping preserve muscle and bone strength. Neural pathways stay active, protecting against dementia and cognitive decline. A study from the University of Chicago found that seniors who maintained regular sexual activity or self-pleasure scored higher on memory and cognitive tests, even when controlling for other factors like diet and exercise. In other words, pleasure is not a luxury. It's a foundation for vibrant aging. Let me share a story. A patient of mine, Margaret, was 77 when she told me she felt faded. She was losing interest in life, her sleep was poor, and she felt constantly tired. After gently exploring her daily routine, it became clear. She had lost all sense of touch and pleasure, both from others and herself. I suggested she start with small steps, rubbing lotion into her hands each morning, taking a little more time in a warm bath, exploring gentle self-massage, and, if she was comfortable, rediscovering self-pleasure. Within months, her mood improved, she slept better, and she said she felt herself coming back to life. This is not rare. I've seen it time and again. Reclaiming pleasure is not about chasing youth. It's about reigniting the spark that makes life worth living at any age. Let's tackle the myths that keep so many from enjoying this side of life. Myth 1. I'm too old for that. Not true. The body remains capable of pleasure and intimacy. Your needs may change, but the capacity stays. Myth 2. It's shameful to seek pleasure alone. This belief was ingrained by older generations, but it's simply false. Self-care is a sign of respect for your body. Myth 3. Saving energy by avoiding pleasure keeps me healthy. In reality, the opposite is true. Regular activity, even solo, boosts hormones, blood flow, and keeps your mind and body resilient. Myth 4. Sexual health and overall health aren't connected. Nothing could be further from the truth. Modern science shows the two are deeply linked. Nourishing one nourishes the other. If you recognize any of these beliefs, you're not alone. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Now, you may be wondering, how can I get this back in my life? Here is the step-by-step method I teach my patients. I call it the restoration method, and it works for anyone at any age. Step 1. Preparation. Set aside time just for you. Choose a place where you feel safe and comfortable. No distractions, no interruptions. Make sure the temperature is pleasant. Soft lighting, a warm blanket, and a comfortable chair or bed can make a big difference. Step 2. Relaxation. Before anything else, focus on breathing. Close your eyes. Take deep, slow breaths. Allow your muscles to relax one by one. Let go of expectations. Step 3. Reconnection. Start by gently exploring parts of your body you may have neglected. Touch your arms, thighs, belly, chest, slowly, curiously, without judgment. Notice how your skin responds, even to the lightest touch. Step 4. Gradual stimulation. When you feel comfortable, allow yourself to explore further, gently, patiently. Focus on sensation rather than outcome. There's no rush. The goal isn't a finish line. It's rediscovering what your body is still capable of feeling. Step 5. Integration. When you finish, take a moment to simply rest. Thank yourself for investing in your health and happiness. Let the feelings linger. You may notice a sense of calm, gratitude, or even a gentle energy throughout your body. Repeat this process 2 to 3 times a week. Like any practice, consistency brings results. It's natural to encounter some obstacles along the way. Maybe you feel awkward, or old feelings of shame surface. Maybe your mind wanders, or you're discouraged that sensations aren't as strong as you remember from years ago. Remember, progress is not linear. Even small improvements matter. Patience and self-kindness are key. Some tips: don't focus on performance. Celebrate any pleasure or comfort you feel. If negative thoughts arise, gently acknowledge them and let them go. If you miss a session, forgive yourself and start again. Just like watering a plant, regular, gentle attention helps you flourish. When you restore this connection, you don't just improve your physical health. You reignite your curiosity, creativity, and joy for life. You may find yourself eating better, moving more, seeking out friends, or even learning new things. Your body and mind are partners on this journey. When one thrives, so does the other. You are not finished. You are still writing your story, right now. Let me leave you with this. Your right to pleasure, to vitality, and to a joyful life does not expire with age. It may change, it may require new approaches, but it never disappears. Today, choose to reconnect with yourself. Even a small step can open a door to years of health, happiness, and dignity. If this message inspired you, leave a comment below with the word life. Share this with a friend or loved one who might need this encouragement. And remember, your body, your story, your life, it can be rich, meaningful, and truly full at any age.